Well, what an incredible privilege to come here this morning and see these absolutely fascinating jewels. They're actually miracles of natural history combined with craftsmanship.
The emerald was carved around 1850 to 1900 in India. It was then later used in this extraordinary design, way ahead of its time.
Well, it's almost an explosion of this emerald, isn't it? It's bursting out with sapphires and diamonds to draw your attention into the jewel, but a much softer, sort of lunar look for these natural pearls which are strung on wires. But there's a secret about this emerald. It's carved in India, but it comes from somewhere else, doesn't it?
It actually comes from Colombia. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived in South America and they discovered these fabulous stones which were much larger and of greater colour and fewer inclusions than those they'd encountered before. And then suddenly on the market in the 16th century, these stones that were just lapped up by the Maharajas of India.
An international trade for very alluring objects, isn't it? Well, there's nothing more informative about a piece of jewellery than handling it. Look at it, working away in the light there, returning the light in the most fantastic way.
It's carved in a way that we often associate with Indian emeralds, and it helps to give away the date of the carving because the design is quite asymmetric and there's this foliate leafy design.
And here we can see a vase from which are emanating a scroll of flowers. It is a peacock feather in some regard, isn't it? With radiating bars of diamonds and cabochon sapphires at the top and rows of real pearls, oriental pearls. This is an aigrette, isn't it?
We know it was once worn on the forehead with black feathers, but actually, if we look at the back,
well, there seems to be an enormous amount of mechanisms going on here. We can see very plainly that these attachments are removable. We can remove at least the brooch fitting, and it's just possible that this mechanism allows the emerald to be detached completely from its frame and worn separately on a bracelet. Most jewels are very versatile because it's enormously costly to bring this amount of precious material together. So it's really a one-off, but you want to find a way of wearing it in several different ways. But the strange thing about jewellery, and one of its great fascinations, is that it's so enduring, and this is exactly the same visual experience for us as for the Indian prince and for high fashion in Paris in 1921. And this is one of the reasons why they have such a sort of talismanic hold on everybody, because, strange to say, we are passing on, this remains as it is.